Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host Saieed Ali, a spiritual consultant and real estate businessman. For those of you that are having spiritual problems, feel free to contact me. Those of you who have property to sell or looking for property to buy, you can also contact me. And if you lend your friends and your family money and you cannot get it back, you have a written agreement with them, you can contact us at 339-1670 or 238-6716. Now viewers, we do apologize for the late start. There were some technical problems at Synergy and all the programs were 15-20 minutes later. So we do apologize for that. But you can still call your friends, call your family, let them know Real Talk with Saieed Ali is going live now. I'm giving you this few minutes to talk about, call them, send them a message before we get into our program. Now we have a packed program for you tonight, viewers. I'm a little under the weather with a little breathing problem, Sahara dust. But nevertheless, God spared my life. I'm here today. It's Mashup Monday. We have a lot to talk about. As we start off tonight's program, viewers, we're going into the Sedition law. The Court of Appeal has agreed to suspend a recent judgment which struck down aspects of this country's sedition legislation. The decision was made at Hall of Justice in Port of Spain this morning by Judge Alice York Soon Hong. Hope I pronounced the name correct. She ruled that the suspension was necessary to protect the two pending matters being prosecuted by the Office of the Director of Public Prosecution and to prevent a myriad of legal challenges to other existing laws. Now we know the late Satnarayan Maharaj had a matter before the court, and the PSA president, Watson Duke, had matters before the court concerning the Sedition Act. Now, we are talking about freedom to speak. Now, feel free to call in. Let me hear what you have to say. 238-6716 is our number to call in studio live to listen and to give the public an ear into what you have to say. Now, I want to tell you something. If we, the media, or I should say, the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, do not have the freedom of speech to talk out when something is going wrong in our society today, if we do not have that, what do we have? If we do not have the press, do not have the freedom of speech, how can we express what is taking place in Trinidad and Tobago without having to face legal actions? You see, freedom of speech is for us to express what is taking place in our own words. We have the right to protest. We have the right to say we do not want this. We have the right to challenge any methods. And if that is taken away from us, what do we have? How can we express ourselves? How can we say we do not want this and we do not want that? Let's have a discussion tonight. Because the late Satnarayan Maharaj, he fought for freedom of speech. He fought for freedom of speech. And I am standing now in my platform and asking you, the citizen, I'm asking the judges, I'm asking the lawyers, I'm asking the doctors, I am asking the Minister of National Security, I am asking the Security Council, I am asking the prosecutors. If we do not have freedom of speech, how can we express ourselves? Being a citizen of Trinidad and Tobago. Caller, good night.
Hello, good night.
Go right ahead.
Yes. All laws in Trinidad need to be upheld. And this whole country is lawless and they don't have the mindset. And they need to change the mindset from the smallest thing to the largest thing. For example, they should have taxi cars designated to stop in certain areas. There's people selling on the highway and pushing all this cart and selling water and it's very dangerous. Stopping, selling, people, you behind, you have to wait. Traffic light change, you have to wait until they don't sell. People crossing wherever they feel. All these things, all these little things, they have to change the mindset. Littering on the street, they have to change the whole mindset about obeying laws from the simple thing. All them things make us into a lawless state. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you, my friend. Now, you see, if we do not have freedom of speech, I will have to come here and let you know what's going on, but I will have to do it in a different manner. I would not be able to express how I feel about certain things. And you, the citizen now, will not be able to call in and voice your concern because your freedom, your speech freedom will be taken away. Now, do you want that? We will live in a society where anything could happen and we won't be able to say anything. Would we be able to protest? Could I come here and ask a minister something in my own words? Let me hear from you. 2386716. I want some doctors or some lawyers or somebody in high society. Call in. Call in and let the people know if they decide to take away our freedom of speech, what will happen? Now I understand what the caller says, that Trinidad is becoming lawless at a fast pace. I understand that. But we need to understand, you and I need to understand what they are trying to take away from us. And somebody needs to educate somebody. That is why I am here. To let you know, if they take away our freedom of speech, I cannot come and express my freedom. You cannot call in and express your freedom. The press cannot print by expressing their freedom. So where are we going? Are we going up or are we going down into slavery? Let's say they take it away from us. We would have to listen to what the upper class say and do nothing about it. You know, long ago when they have slave and the slave master say, I want you to go and cut that grass underneath that Japanese. You can't retaliate because you have no freedom. You cannot say anything. You will have to go and cut that grass under that Japanese and take your bite and stay quiet. Caller, good night.
Hi.
So this is what I want to hear from you. Because there are many people who are fighting, like myself, for the freedom of the press, for the freedom so the public could stand up and have freedom to speak when somebody is doing wrong, when those in upper society is doing wrong. We have the freedom of speech to stand up and say we do not want that. Caller, good night.
Yes, night, Mr. a man get so much laws passed and things? Why you talk to them about this freedom of speech business? You could stop that. That's all. That's a lot.
I hardly hear what he said. So I can't answer you, to be honest with you. I really can't answer you. But I could tell you, one thing I could say, that I could fight hard and I could express myself on behalf of the citizen of Trinidad and Tobago to make sure that we have our freedom of speech. So, if you cannot do anything about it, caller, I could. Just keep in mind, this is the man who pushed for the last 6 or 5 legislations, and I got it passed. Keep that in mind. As we move on tonight, viewers, feel free to call in 238-6716. We have a call before I move on. Caller, good night.
Hello, good night, Saeed.
Go right ahead, my friend.
In this country, this PNM country, PNM can do the people what they want, according to Imbert. I raise gas once, nobody protest. I raise gas twice, I could do it at 2 times. So who the hell is you?
Thank you, my friend. Who am I? I am a man who could get many things done. I could get many things done. And the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago have seen it in action from September last year to now. As we move on tonight, an estimated $43 million in rent is owed to Housing Development Corporation for housing unit. This was the revelation made by Managing Director Brent Lyons. He was speaking during a joint select committee of the Parliament of Social Service and Public Administration. The JSC met this morning to conduct an inquiry into the system of rent regulation in Trinidad and Tobago.
Presently, rental tenants owe the HGCA about $45 million, and we have about a 44% default rate, and that is high if you compare in the private sector or private market. There are a number of different reasons why. $45 million over what period? As the current figure, so it will be over several years. Yeah.
Mr. Lyons, however, said to date, there were no eviction of HDC house unit due to non-payment of rent.
We understand and we recognize that persons' financial circumstances may change and may be certainly challenging. What we do is encourage you to work with us. We offer payment plans, we offer different arrangements with deferred payments and so on. We really try to work with persons. What we have not done and what persons have been talking about, we have not evicted anybody on the basis of non-payment of rent. We've evicted persons for illegal occupation, and we'll continue to do that as we discover them. But we really try to work with customers. There are some customers that are more difficult than others, but we work with them.
Now, viewers, $43 million in rent owed to HDC. So the people who rent in HDC apartment and housing, which means you're not paying your rent. And according to Mr. Lyons, up to now, there were no evictions from the HDC housing unit due to non-payment of rent. So is this rental system that the HDC have, is it up and running properly? Because if Mr. Brent Lyons could come and tell in the Joint Select Committee that $43 million is owing in rent, which means nobody's paying rent in the HDC apartments. So if something would go wrong now, who you would blame? If a pipeline bursts, you would say HEC, they're not coming to fix your pipeline. But the thing is, are you paying your rent? Caller, good night. Meanwhile, the HEC managing director said, as much as they would like to provide housing for everyone, the company financial situation makes it impossible, and I could understand that. Listen to what he have to say.
In as much as we'd like to provide housing for every citizen, we just simply are unable to. In addition, our financial circumstance is such that we can't afford to. It would be nice to build houses for rent, but when you construct the houses, you have to pay the contractor. In a rental arrangement, that is unlikely to be able to recover what you put out in any short time. It has to be over some longer time. So what we've been doing in a lot of cases recently anyway, we'll be doing a lot of mortgages so that we can pay for the construction that we've done and get some funding to continue other construction.
Now I'm going to tell you something. If HDC now decide to hire Real Talk, that collection department, to evict these HDC tenants and them, you know the whole public will have a problem with that. The entire public will have a problem with that. The tenants at HDC will have a problem with that. Am I wrong or am I right? If you own a bank and you ain't pay your loan in time, what you getting? You will get a letter from the bank. Everybody in Trinidad and Tobago wants progress. They want to go up. But when somebody comes to put you out from your house that you're not paying rent, who you blaming? The owner? You can't blame the owner. You can't blame HEC. They gave you a time frame. They gave you a figure. And what happened? Who you blaming? Caller, good night.
Hello?
Just go right ahead.
Yes, I find it so ridiculous with these agencies because people like myself have been for years now. I went to interview and everything and not even getting a house.
Thank you.
So I find it so unfair.
According to the caller, that's ridiculous. That is what the caller said. It is ridiculous. Well, to the HDC, all come contact Saieed. Contact Saieed. Bring a list of everybody owing, and I'm going to show you how performances does take place. Caller, good night.
Hi, caller. Hello.
Just go right ahead.
Hi, good night. I have a problem with HDC. I'm watching your program here. I'm tuning in. I'm calling for the first time. Now, I have been waiting for renewal of lease from HDC for almost 2 years, right? In the interim, they illegally sold my property to someone else and bulldozed the property that was there, right? And I'm still waiting now for my lease to be renewed. Now, of course, I don't want to make much comment concerning the demolition of the property because that's being handled legally. But now they're telling me that because of the incident that took place, I had to hold on a little bit for the renewal of the lease. That property was sold to someone else, and because I don't have the lease, I cannot continue with the completion of the sale of that property.
Okay. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
The renewal, you didn't get it in time.
I didn't get the renewal yet, but in the interim, they sold the property. When I got notice that they were up there bulldozing the place and I ran up there, they continued bulldozing. It was only until I gave them the name of the person in the legal department handling renewal of the lease that they stopped, because they called and they said yes. So I don't understand how could my case be in the legal department and everything got overlooked where they sold the property to someone else and gave that person a lease, and I'm still waiting for a renewal of the lease.
Wow. I understand the situation, and thank you for calling in. Thank you for highlighting the matter. And I hope somebody in authority would look over this. Now, I could tell you, one thing I could tell you. If you are waiting on a lease to renew, they can't do you anything unless they send a letter to you stating that we will not be renewing your lease. That is the only thing would give them the permission to bulldoze your property. But if you do not get a letter from them, which means they cannot go into your property. Caller, good night.
Good night.
Go right ahead.
Yes, this $43 million they said they're owing. All of that is due to the non-payment by PNM people. They choose the people who they're going to give houses to. They haven't paid because they gave them the houses to vote for them. And that's the problem.
Thank you, caller, but I cannot say if it's PNM or UNC or ANR. I cannot say that. All I know is that human beings, like myself, are owing their rent. Moving on, viewers, the Commissioner of State Land was expected to submit a report by noon today to Minister of Agriculture, Land and Fisheries, Clarence Rambarat. Now this, this is a very touchy situation, callers. I want to hear what you have to say concerning this party that will take place on the Maracas Beach in the coming days. Now, the promoters are saying that they have all clearance to build that stage that you are seeing on TV. Minister of Agriculture and Fisheries, Land and Fisheries, Clarence Rambarat, is saying that he did not give the okay to build a stage on the seabed. So, if the Minister of Agriculture, Land and Fisheries having to deal with the sea. So if he is saying that he did not give the approval to build a stage on the seabed in Maracas, I am not condemning anyone, but where did the promoters and who did they get the okay from? Because if the minister is saying he did not approve it, where are they getting the legitimate documents from? Caller, feel free to voice your concern, because this is a very, very big topic trending in Trinidad and Tobago presently. Let me hear what you have to say about this. Because is money being spent? Is a promoter saying that he have all approvals? Is the minister saying he did not give approvals? So it is a kalaloo that is taking place. Run some of the photos, guys, so the public would understand what is taking place. Caller, good night.
Hello, Mr. Saeed.
Yes, go right ahead.
Hello, Mr. Saeed.
Yes?
I thought when you get a HDC house, it's a house for you to live in and pay the rent. But there's a big racket going on with these HDC houses now. People get these houses, they do not live in it, and they rent it for exorbitant rent to other people to live in. So this is a big racket.
I cannot confirm that presently, but I understand what you're saying.
But I know of people who get house and have Venezuelans living in it.
Okay, okay. Thank you, my dear. Who gave the approval to the promoter to build the stage in Maracas? If the minister is saying he did not give the approval Caller, good night.
Hello, good night.
Go right ahead.
Yeah, the same way the government give the people a certain amount of time to bring in their old bills and to get new bills, and after that deadline, you remain with the old bills if you don't bring it in. Well, they need to put a deadline on all those rental people, give them a certain time to come in and at least address the problems, see what is the situation, and give them a deadline or you're out.
I understand.
And they have to start getting serious to collect the money.
Well said.
Because in order for the country to build, you need to have the progress. Thank you. Good night.
Well said, caller. That is a proper solution. Now listen to this, viewers. Rambarat said, when he found out that what was taking place concerning the stage in the sea, Rambarat said he was then provided with second page of a 2-page letter. Out of 2 letters, 2 pages, he was provided with the second page of a 2-page letter. However, he did not get the first page of the letter, and so does not know to whom permission was granted. So if the Minister Rambarat could say that, where is the first page of the letter? Where did the first page of the letter go? Because according to the minister, he received the second of a 2-page letter. Where is the first page? Who authorized the construction? Who authorized the construction? And according to the minister, he didn't get the first page. So what are we dealing with here? Are we dealing with a fly-by-night issue? Because there's a minister involved. There have to be some sort of, it's hard for me to say racket on air, It's hard. Because we have the minister saying from a 2-page letter he got the second page. So where's the first page? Whoever gave him the second page, I would like you to provide the first page for the minister. And I am definitely sure he himself would love to see the first page of the letter. It's sad, what's taking place. It's sad. So now what I would like the promoter to do, because I will tell you something, when you're keeping fete and parties and things, you just have to write a letter. Am I correct, Navin? You have to write a letter to the relevant authorities. And when you write your letter to the relevant authorities, they just respond if you get the approval or not. So what I would like the promoter to do, is to show every letter that he have sent to each ministers, whether it be the agriculture minister, whether it be fire, whether it be T&Tech, whether it be the police, provide these documents and provide the response you got from them in order to continue, because this is a big fiasco. Remember, you having a party, pop the video. You having a party on Maracas Beach, a stage building out into the sea. What we just having a party? Drunk people. Drunk people. Now what about 10 person drunk and enter the water? Do we have sufficient lifeguard in Trinidad to monitor that party? I'm just asking. Do we have enough Coast Guard? Do we have enough fire personnel? Do we have enough police to monitor that beach party? I'm just educating you all. Because sometimes on Maracas Beach on a holiday, we can't see lifeguard. We can't. Because I visit Maracas Beach often. And I don't even see lifeguard. On a normal holiday. And we're talking about a fete where people drinking and misbehaving outside in the ocean. On the shorelines. Caller, good night.
Yeah, good night, Saeed. Yeah, good night, Saeed.
Yes, go right ahead, caller.
Yeah, Saeed, that 43 million in rent for housing, right? This administration supposed to stop me passing money for HDC housing. Let it collect the rent money and pay the own workers in HDC and build more house. And stop passing money for HDC. You understand?
Thank you, caller. Now, Rambart is saying, this was not no change of heart on part. Why? Ask why the commissioner would grant approval. Rambart said he does not know, and that is why he asked for a report. Now, to keep a party, you have to get approval from the commissioner. And I don't think the commissioner, in his right sense, would grant an approval for a stage building out in the sea to have drunk people from the shoreline going into the waters. We're talking about drunk people. If this is not an issue for you, the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, well, nothing is an issue for all you. I'm telling all you. Because you know why I decided to stress on it a little bit? Your son and your daughter could drown in that party. The husband and wife who drinking their beers and you go out to the party tipsy, a wave could come and hit you in the crowd and people could tumble on you. Caller, good night.
Pleasant, good night.
Go right ahead.
I was trying to get on since early to bring this to your attention, but you beat me to the tape. But you know what could happen? You know when disaster strike?
Yes.
Everybody will get the first page and the last page, and the promoter will migrate. Because when people start to sue for their families that drunk, then everybody pants going to be wet. They underestimated Mr. Gary Griffith. He is the most intelligent man. He should be running the whole government here, and you would see how things will change. But that is disaster waiting to happen with that piece of crap that we seen in the sea. You understand? Thank you very much.
Thank you, my friend. Now listen to this. It is also reported on Sunday that Utica chairman Noel Garcia said the promoter got permission to hold the event on the condition that they get approval from the registry, the registered authorities such as EMA, police, fire, and commissioner of state land. Let me repeat it for you. Noel Garcia said the promoters got permission to hold the event on the condition that they got approval from the registered authorities such as EMA, police, fire, and commissioner of state land. He then gave his personal opinion saying that to put a stage in the sea could not possibly be a good idea, having regard what beach it is. That is Noel Garcia. So my viewers, you tell me now, who gave the authorization for this fete? That is dangerous. That is dangerous. Now, like I said, to you, it mightn't be an issue. To the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, it mightn't be an issue. But let me tell you something. Let's just say a foreigner comes into Trinidad and decide to enter this fete on the beach, tight like a kite, and end up drowning now. What's going to happen? You know what's going to happen? Trinidad and Tobago, we're going to get a stink name. Because first thing they're going to tell the authorities in Trinidad and Tobago that they didn't think properly of having a fete in the sea. That's the first thing. Safety is number one. Caller, good night.
Good night, Charlie.
Go right ahead.
I'd just like to say that you're doing a good job. I have two contributions to make. One, I'm not a party goer, but I'm concerned about that event that is being held at the Maracas Beach. Also, what is your view on the new terminal that is going to be built in Tobago that costs $870 million? I think it's a waste of taxpayers' money, and I think get a feedback on that, please. Have a blessed night.
Thank you, my friend. Did the EMA grant approval? Did the police grant approval? Did fire grant approval? Did the Commissioner of State Land grant approval? Viewers, we are going for a short commercial break. We have a lot more in store for you, and I will be with you right after this break. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk. I'm your host, Saieed Ali, consultant and real estate businessman.
Can't watch Real Talk on TV? Have no fear. You can also watch Real Talk on the go live on YouTube and Facebook at Real Talk with Saieed Ali on YouTube.com and TT Real Talk on Facebook.com. Don't forget to like us and share us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification bell.
Welcome back to Real Talk, viewers. We have a caller in line. Caller, good night.
Good evening, Mr. Ali.
Go right ahead, caller.
Mr. Ali, that stage a building in the sea. You know, if I had a funeral agency, I'd be going down there with all my vehicle. So when that stage collapsed, I'd be bringing up dead bodies like I don't know what, because I know they got dead bodies down there. Thank you.
Thank you, my dear. Watchman, I know what I go wrong there. I would have hired 1 or 2 vans and just line up down there waiting for them to hire a van. I understand it's carnival. I understand you want to throw your fete. I understand you want to make your money. But that is ridiculous. You see, we just want to follow other countries. But other countries have proper safety measures in place. What do we have in Trinidad? We don't even have a proper lifeguard service on the beaches. We don't. Caller, good night.
And a very good evening to you, Mr. Said.
To you, my friend.
On a normal day, when you have a lot of beach goers, quite a lot of people ignore the warnings of the lifeguards.
Correct.
They would have to be blowing that whistle and be moving people, and people going back there, just ignore them. Who will be looking out for who? People talk about, oh, in Cancun, let's have beach party and whatnot. However, Cancun have marine police.
True.
They have several vessels, police vessels, that does be monitoring the situation, every inch of the situation.
Standby paramedics also.
That's right.
Yeah.
I have worked offshore for the majority of my adult life. And let me tell you something. When you go to a rig, a drill ship, what you do, the first thing you have to do is what you call an orientation.
Yes.
You have to learn where the lifeboats are, the exits, everything. You have to learn everything. We have that lady who called earlier and said a big disaster waiting to happen. She's so totally correct.
Yeah.
Because you have all these boat crews, these parties. I am pretty sure that there is no orientation given, and only recently, when the boat was taken in water, one person did his investigation, only to realize that the boat had approximately 250 revelers on board, and
that's
they
over the
only had
weekend.
100 life jackets.
That was over the weekend.
Right.
Yes.
So we do have a marine branch.
No.
Where the police is going to be when the revelers in the water.
Exactly.
So this wasn't thought out properly, and according to you, you correct too. We try to copy everything that people is doing. Safety is priority number one. This is the most important concern here. And this is a disaster waiting to happen. All the best.
Thank you, my friend. Now, I'm not against the promoters promoting a thing, you know. I'm not against the promoters. I want to make that very clear. I am not against the promoter. But the thing is, in Trinidad, we could get a swell in the water at any point in time. This is a Caribbean country. Wave could start at any point in time. Weather pattern changes at any point in time in Trinidad. I want to let you understand the emergency and the safety precautions that have to be taken into consideration. Think about drunk people going into the sea. Think about that. When a man intoxicated, you cannot control him. And to have people jumping and people prancing in water under the influence of alcohol, there's something wrong with that. On the streets for Carnival, when a band coming down, if you don't take stock of yourself, they will trample over you. Caller, good night.
Yeah, hello, good night.
Go right ahead.
Yes, the minister, he struck down that whole party and that stage today, and it stopped. He put a stop to it, and they are keeping it, but they are building the stage on the sand, on the stand part, and they are not erecting it again in the sea. They have to move it out. But the party is going to take place, but it's going to happen on the stand part of the party. That was struck out today.
Well,
and
you know,
it is alleged that the EMA did give them the permission in the first place. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you for the information, caller. Now, I can tell you something. We live in Trinidad where anything is possible. From now to weekend, from now to Saturday coming, you might hear somebody say they get approval and they start back constructing in the sea again. I live in Trinidad. I know how Trinidad functions. Hence the reason why I'm saying it. Hence the reason why I am saying it. Now, for the viewing public, Sergeant Sukram of the Barataria Police Station will be hosting a drive and pedestrian awareness fair on road traffic accident at the Barataria Police Station on Tuesday and Wednesday between 8 a.m. and 4 p.m. officers of the traffic unit, fire service, arrive alive, and forensic, other service members would be there also. Parking will be provided and the public is invited. So viewers at the Barataria Police Station, Tuesday and Wednesday, between the hours of 8 and 4 p.m., you are accordingly invited. I will try my best myself to be down there. Before we end our show tonight, Melissa Ferreira, guys, will you put up her picture? Because she wants to be famous. Found her? Melissa, my dear, when are you going to contact me? You came and you whispered sweet words through your lips. And I never saw you again. Get in contact with me. Because the owners of the bounce checks, they want money. Also, Haroon Hanif Mohammed. Friends and family of this individual, would you tell him to contact Saeed from Real Talk? 339-1670, 238-6716. I would also like to send belated birthday greetings to Neval, is Neval? Lalu. He was 12 years yesterday. He was here in my studio, very handsome young guy. He was 12 yesterday. So I want to wish him all the best and a lot of other birthdays to come. Now viewers, we have about 10 minutes in our show tonight again. About 5-10 minutes again. Ministry of Education. Now, there have been this game that came out. The ministry released a statement today. Guys, we have photos of the game, videos of the game. There's this game where it's 3 persons to line up. 1, 2, 3, you know, like if you're going a skipping rope competition. You would have the 2 persons and the 2 and would jump together, and then the person in the center would jump. And when the person in the center jump, the 2 individuals at the end would trip the person in the center that is jumping. Now, a lot of video have been circulating on social media. And the ministry released a statement warning the parents and students of this game. A couple students, their parents contacted me because their kid suffered spinal damages, back damages, due to this foolish game that children are playing in school. So parents, be careful of the type of game that your children are playing in school if they come home with spinal damages or back problems, or if they say they was playing a jumping game in school. It is very, very dangerous. Guys, the land in Tobago, not Tobago, Piaco. Viewers, If you know your friend or your family into business, I have for lots of land at Piaco, very reasonable price for a businessman. Put up a hotel or a warehouse. Is the ideal location. About 5 minutes from the airport. We do apologize for ending our show at least 5 minutes earlier tonight. Nevertheless, I'm a little under the weather, but thank God I am here to continue my show. And remember I told you on previous shows that I would need your help in building a rape crisis center. I need your help. I need you to contribute to this investment that I have decided to take up for the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. It's going to cost between $4 to $5 million, but I need your assistance. This drive, this building does not belong to me. It belongs to the people of Trinidad and Tobago. And I have taken up the initiative into going to this distance. But I need your help. I need you to contribute to raise $5 million for this structure, for this land, so that you will have a place. Your daughter will have a place. The grandmother will have a place. If an incident like that do happen to them. Now, there's a lot of units throughout Trinidad and Tobago. But how much do they really assist you? Huh? Do they really come downstairs? Do they really come down to the ground and assist you? Huh? Viewers, it was nice being with you tonight. Hope to see you tomorrow night. Tell your friends, tell your family about Real Talk. Those of you having spiritual problems, feel free to contact me at 339-1670, 238-6716, and we will see what we can do for you. Viewers, it was nice being here. I hope you enjoyed the night. I hope you enjoyed the show, and we will meet at another point in time. Viewers, be safe, and good night.